I got a phone call the other day. Actually, I sent an email to this business owner who I had met probably, 3 or 4 years ago. And we were talking about a year ago about how he had started his company and he wanted to eventually own his property. And I said exactly the advice I've given at other times. Hey, prove your concept first, come back to me in the future. There's always time to own your own commercial property. It makes great wealth creation sense for you. So I put a tickler in my calendar and I reached out to him by email. And he called me back. It was about 6 months before his lease was up. He told me exactly when his lease was up. And so I often tell people about 6 months prior to your lease being up is when you want to go start shopping. First, get yourself pre-approved with financing so you know what to go shopping for. It's very important. You don't want to go shop for a $3 million office building if you can only afford a $300,000 office building, okay? It'll waste your time, it wastes your lender's time. If it's me, it'll waste my time. I don't like that. So the point is, I reached out to him. He said, wow, just like clockwork, 6 months ahead of time, this is great. What do I need to do? And I sort of went through the whole process with him. I said, well, I'm going to need to look at 3 years of business tax returns, 3 years of personal tax returns. I'm going to have to look at a personal financial statement as well as a current interim financial statement on the business. I'm going to have to get a business debt schedule as well as get authorization to release your credit so I can pull your credit so I actually know your personal obligations, your personal debt schedule effectively. So once I can do all that analytical work, I can go ahead and structure the proposed financing for you and tell you exactly what you should go shopping for. He said, that's great. You got me all the information. We've gone through all this. And it just so turns out that he's got a piece of property that he's looking at across the street from where he's currently at. It's a great situation for him, but what's interesting is we were starting early enough in this process to give him plenty of time to get his pre-approval, his financing lined up, and to go search for things. It's not very often that somebody finds something literally across the street, but in this case, he actually did, which is pretty interesting.